I think the special thing about IGS here is that we're a department where there aren't really a lot of gaps or kind of distance amongst the students, in that we don't really have a very big senpai and kohai kind of gap between us.
Hiroshima University has great campus, and which is the most important point to why I chose to come to Hiroshima University. Because before Hiroshima University, I used to live in Tokyo. I lived there for 1.5 years, 1.5 years. And I had settled in, I had found friends, I had just gotten used to the location. Hiroshima University, and I saw the campus, I absolutely fell in love with it.
IGS was really new at the time when I had to join. And for me, that meant it was something that was new and challenging, which I enjoyed, and also it meant that I get to be a part of evaluating like curriculums of whether or not it was going to work in the long term, and there was a lot of suggestions that we also got to do in the beginning. So something that I wanted to be able to be a part of as it was new.
I found out about IGS and this school in general from a study, like an education fair back in my home country. It was an education fair for like Japanese universities, and I was looking for a university specifically that had an English-based course, and I also wanted a course that, a department that was more course-based rather than like exams and everything, because I'm not very good at doing exams. And obviously I wanted to go to a department that usually used English as its main form of language of instruction, which is why I chose IGS. And I was also told that it was also a newly formed kind of department, so it was interesting and to see how the department was and everything. That's why mainly I chose IGS actually.
Yeah, life here has been great. I used to live in Osaka, so it's a nice change of pace to get out of the city for once. You know, go somewhere with a lot of nature, not a lot of people, not a lot of noise. And also hanging out with my friends here is really great. I've got some great friends here that I met in IGS. So overall, I've had an amazing first semester, and I hope I have an amazing, rest of the year too.
I would say I do some as well. Although it seems like more or less like a part-time job, but I joined the Fukuyama High School helping teaching. Yes, it is a great experience to help high school students connected and learning about how to do research in English and learn about global issues and things like that. I feel like from that experience, I also learned how to simplify things that are pretty complicated and help other people to understand many other different world issues.
I do get a scholarship. The scholarship I get is the IGS scholarship, which is a scholarship that is offered to IGS students. And you apply, I think, once a year, and you could get between like 50 to 100% scholarships.
So I am a scholarship recipient right now. I'm currently a scholarship recipient for an organization called Kobayashi Zaidan. And although it does not say that it won't cover my tuition fees, but they said they will send me money every single month. And in return, I will have to always write a comment to them saying that I have received the money, as well as we were supposed to go on a trip as part of all the scholarship recipients, but due to the pandemic, we were not able to go because even though restrictions were being loosened, but at the time of the trip that we were scheduled to go on, COVID cases had suddenly peaked in Japan, so they had to cancel the trip last minute.
So as a third-year student, I have done my already. In that internship, actually there are so many other services as well, and the one that I do is marketing, and mainly our job is to understand the needs of people during and after the COVID situation is getting better.
It was a good experience actually. I was very fortunate to be able to do an internship with them because even though they're a Japanese company, they're very used to foreign workers, and a lot of their staff includes foreign workers, and they also kind of taught us and like asked us to come up with ideas on how to kind of relate real estate with, like, let's say SDGs or things that we are studying about in school right now.
I want to study and do research on fish and specifically like ichthyology, maybe even fisheries, specifically freshwater. If I have to, marine biology.
As of now, I'm planning on just doing job hunting. I was thinking of going on to masters, but unfortunately I do not have the finances to do that right now. As much as I would love to continue my studies, but I think I would rather find a job for now, and once I have the money stored up, if I still am willing to go for masters by then I will continue my studies on in masters.
Knowing people definitely help you grow up as a person. And although I'm saying that, oh, you work on your English, like trying to practice English, you don't need to be perfect. Just as long as you are able to get your message across, that's perfectly fine.
You should be careful of what kind of classes you take. Do not overload your classes. The classes that have already been predetermined for you are already more than enough, and you get enough credits. So definitely don't try to fill up your every day, because university is a very new experience.